as you're being stabbed in the stomach, where are you?
I um I feel that I'm like inside a building,
Mm-hmm.
and I see I don't know, but it seems like it's a library.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of books. There are shelves of books, but it's dark,
Mm-hmm.
and it's just dark in this room with like dim light.
Mm-hmm. And what is going on? Tell me what you notice about yourself as you're in this library.
And I'm sitting behind this big wood desk
Mm-hmm.
in a nice chair, but I have been stabbed in my stomach, and I'm just laying there in the pain,
Very
and
good.
I'm scared that I'm gonna die.
Let's go back in time now, just to the moment where you're being stabbed. 3, 2, 1, be there. What is happening? What do you see? What do you sense?
I'm a man,
Mm-hmm.
and I think I was stabbed by a woman.
Mm-hmm. Do you
Like
know this woman?
she came so close to me, and she seems smaller stature than me, and we were embracing, but all of a sudden she put this knife in my stomach. She stabbed me.
Mm-hmm. Very good. As she is stabbing you, what goes on in your mind? What are you thinking?
I'm completely shocked and surprised that this is happening.
Completely shocked and surprised.
My body is tensing up.
Mm-hmm. Feel that. Feel that tension. Feel it in your body. What are you feeling in your body? Describe everything you're feeling as you're being stabbed. Feeling that tension, intensifying it. Feeling that tension.
This made me feel like I'm about to faint,
Mm-hmm.
and I slid down into the chair, and I'm holding this wound with my right hand,
Mm-hmm.
and the warm blood is coming out through my fingers. Just laying there, and everything else is tensed up. It's really, my body's really tensed up, and it's painful. And I'm there by myself. I don't see this woman anymore. I'm just in the chair, slanted in the chair, and I, I'm scared, and I'm thinking that I'm going to die, and I'm just waiting for what's gonna happen next.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to let go of. I'm trying not to be scared, but it's overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. You're scared. Are there any other emotions associated with this moment?
I wanna let it go, but I'm having a hard time.
Want to let it go. Very good.
I'm not even thinking about this woman. I'm thinking about myself. I'm thinking what can I do, if there's anything I can do. But I'm losing strength, and I'm losing a lot of blood.
Are you able to let go?
I don't know. I'm really scared.
Let's take a moment now. Take a moment. Let time stand still. And allow yourself to let go of that fear so that you can move on. Take all the time you need. Let go of that fear. Identify it. And then take it and let go of it. What is happening as you're letting go of this fear?
I'm trying to get out of my body.
Mm-hmm. How is your body doing now?
I can't leave it yet.
Mm-hmm.
The pain, I still feel the pain in my stomach, in my diaphragm.
Very
It's,
good.
but I feel like I don't know, like I'm halfway out or something.
Very good. Allow yourself to be halfway in, halfway out.
It's getting
It's
cold.
normal process of dying.
My body is getting really
Still letting go. Still going through that process. What is going on through your mind now as you're halfway in, halfway out?
I think I'm dying for sure. I think I'm dying for sure. This is.
Mm-hmm. What is your emotional reaction now as you know that you're going to die?
I'm letting it go.
Letting it go. Very good. Very good. What happens next?
I'm standing next to my body
Standing next to your body. Very good.
and I see it. I see all the blood. I see it looking peaceful, like
Mm-hmm.
almost fell asleep.
How
And
are you feeling now?
I'm ready to leave. I
Very
feel
good.
like I springed out up through the ceiling,
Mm-hmm.
traveling in the air.
Very good.
I don't see any light, but I'm being pulled. I'm being pulled up like into space, and I'm starting to see the light going really fast. Just going really fast in the light, and I see it. It's becoming bigger.
Very good. What happens in the light now?
I see that I'm there I see that other people are there, and I'm in the light. But I'm like, I'm not having understanding yet. I'm like, what happened?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like talking to my like a angel or something, like entity like that, and I'm surprised. I'm like, what happened? I'm asking what happened, why, and I see the woman who stabbed me. She's uh, she's here with us,
Mm-hmm.
and and I'm trying to. We're it's a strange sensation because I don't feel any anger towards her or anything. I just it's like three of us. I'm there, she's there, and the angel, the angel guide is there, and I'm asking like, well, what's happened? Why this happened? I was supposed to do some other things, and she's like saying that this was supposed to happen,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't understand. She says that she was sent there too. to do that, to bring me back.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand.
Perhaps ask that angel to give you some understanding.
He's saying something in terms of that was agreed upon, and I needed to come back. I
Mm-hmm.
just don't understand that either.
Very good. Let's go back in time to that moment when that was agreed upon so that you can remember why this had to happen. I'm going to count from 5 to 1. 5 going back in time now, 4 to that moment when that was all agreed upon, 3 gaining understanding, 2 and 1 be there now. You're there.
Being being shown that room where I died. It has a lot of books. I was some kind of like a smart man. I don't know if I was a lawyer or no. I don't think I was a lawyer.
Mm-hmm.
I was like a explorer, but I had a lot of very important connections in the government,
Mm-hmm. Tell me
and
more.
they they sponsored the expeditions, and I brought a lot of knowledge from my expeditions, and I was important part of this. It seems like seeing myself, I'm like in my 60s, and I'm a man, and strange. I'm trying to figure out who this woman was to me in that lifetime, if she was my lover or who was she. Seems like she was my lover, and she betrayed me.
How did she betray you? Why did she kill you? Do you know
She
why?
was she was it's strange. I'm like what I'm seeing is little glimpses, and it's like she's talking to these people, these government people, and I'm giving the information that this lasted. It was 5 years of like a relationship I had with this person, and she became really close, and she had access to my office, and I trusted her,
Mm-hmm.
and and that night she came and she killed me, but she did it because she's part of this. Like there's I don't know, she's part of this governmental some kind of project or something, and they wanted to silence me.
Mm-hmm. And what government would we be talking about? What is your sense of the place that you or the era that you live in?
It fluctuates between English and American.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it seems like it's I'm getting 1800s, but I think it's a late 1800s,
Mm-hmm.
and it has something to do with United States. But I'm like located in England,
Mm-hmm.
and
Very good.
I'm having a hard time understanding what is the What were they afraid of? I'm trying to analyze what were they afraid of. Me disclosing or saying, I don't know. I was supposedly an important link, and they got rid of me.
Mm-hmm.
And by doing that, they silenced me and they silenced my work.
Mm-hmm. And what is your work? What does this entail, and why would they want to silence you?
As I'm trying to figure out what is the reason. I was doing something, I was sent somewhere to explore some underground caves or
Mm-hmm.
something. And I found, I found some secrets, some artifacts, which were from a different continent, and they were stored underground. And I found it, and I reported on it,
Mm-hmm.
and I wanted to learn more and explore more about the subject, but I was stopped, and like my I was stopped by getting sick. It was a very unexpected sickness, and I was bedridden. I couldn't get up. I was really ill, and during that time, all the things I found were taken and hidden.
Mm-hmm. Do you think
And
that they made you ill, or was it natural?
I first I thought it was natural, but now I'm thinking that maybe she had something to do with it. Maybe she poisoned me.
Tell me what happened to you as you got ill. What was the
Just
first
got
symptom?
I just got really weak, and I started to throw up and had problems with my stomach and my intestines, and I I got so weak by throwing up and going to the bathroom non-stop, and I thought I would die because it was very very intense, and I see myself laying down in the bed, and I have very little energy, very little,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want to sleep. I'm trying to recover, and she brings me a chicken soup,
Mm-hmm.
and this I drink that, I eat it, and it makes me feel better. And it seems like she wants to help me now.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know if she poisoned me. I can't tell. Maybe something was in that cave. I don't know. I just know that I became very ill after coming back from this trip. And because of that illness, all my documents and everything was, I had to share it with the institute. And they took my work.
Mm-hmm.
And they told me to recover and just take care of myself. And that's what I had to do because I had no strength. So I'm still in the bed, but I'm better. I see myself sitting up. I'm better.
Tell me more about what you found, about those artifacts.
What I'm seeing is I'm seeing a cave, and I see I see a great canyon. It's the cave in the Great Canyon, I think so.
Mm-hmm.
So I see this cave, and there are donkeys. We have a lot of donkeys. They were carrying the equipment, the ropes, the food, the tents, and we're camping on the bottom in this. It's very nice. There's water. The water is beautiful, crystal clear, and there's like a pond, and it's really sunny, beautiful, nice, and it's warm, and we enjoy this water. The people, it's only men. It's only men here, and there's some native people with us. There are guides. They will take us to the caves.
Mm-hmm. Do you have a leading position here, or do you
Yeah,
share that with other people?
I'm the leader. I'm
Very
the
good. What would they call you? What is your name?
I don't know. I hear Frank and I hear Henry. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know. I don't know if one of those is. I don't know.
Very good.
Maybe I have two names. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Now go ahead in time forward to that moment when you start finding these artifacts.
It's the day we're going there. We have a lot of ropes, and we have torches. We have torches for light, and we have these oil lamps like they use on the ships. And we're going there. We have to climb because it's on the side of the steep wall. We climb. We get to the main opening, and this is at first the cave seems so kind of, it seems almost like a balcony, like you can see the canyon and all these things. And I'm uh, I'm listening to the native, and he is telling me, he's showing me some paintings on the wall. I see these paintings, and it's uh, it's like paintings of human figures, and bigger human figures, and like I would say maybe animals. I don't know if this is I don't know if this is a really big fat human on this thing, or it's something else, or maybe it's a turtle. I don't know, but he's showing me those things, and he's pointing into the cave goes deeper, and he's pointing into a tunnel, and he tells me that I need the rope, and I need a lot of light, and he tells me that I will be traveling down that tunnel for quite a while, and it's gonna seem almost too long, and it's going to seem like I want to leave, go back, but he tells me to persevere and go through. And once I get there, there will be another cave with much larger opening, and that's where all the stuff is. and he tells me that there are things he never seen before. And I'm going. I'm tying this rope around my waist, and I have a torch. I have additional oil lamp, but it's not being lit yet. I have a small, like a backpack with food and water, and I'm, I'm shining this torchlight into this darkness, and I'm intimidated by it. But I'm not going by myself. There are other people with me, and they were kind of like all attached to this one rope, and we're going in. We're going in, and it's dark and it's tight. Some spots are really tight. It's hard. It's very hard to go through these tunnels. But I kind of know that I have to go this way. Like the native said, I have to push through,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna go to this bigger opening, and I'm really perplexed because there's air here, and I can breathe without any. I'm breathing without any additional help. I'm I'm breathing. I'm really and it's really cold. It's really cold in these caves. In the tunnel, it's really cold. But we're going. We have to. Some parts we have to crawl through. But we have the rope, and we know that this isn't pointless. We know that we'll get somewhere, and it takes a long time. We have to
How
take a
long?
break.
Very good.
It's
As
taken an
you,
hour. It's taken an hour of doing, like, crawling through these things and squeezing through very narrow passages. But we get there, and it's a huge opening. It's huge. It's so huge. It's like a oh, it's like a cathedral, like a big inside of a big space, and I see the stalactites and stalagmites, all this water dripping, and it's cold, but not as cold as it was in the tunnels. And by now we're just using the lamps. The torches went out. We don't have the torches anymore. We're using the lamps. So they're oil lamps. We have additional oil supply, and we can see the stuff. It's covered with blankets, like dark blankets, and we start to. I'm telling them this to stop because I have to take photos. So I'm taking photos of this. I'm taking photos first of everything, of the surrounding, and I'm taking photos with this old style camera with this light bulb thing But I hope it's working. I hope I'm taking good photos. And it's cold. It's damn cold. So I have decided to um, we're making little camp a little farther from the treasure we found, and it's I think we're gonna spend the night here. We have blankets, and
How
we
many people are there?
have to see how many of us is here. There's six of us,
Hmm.
and everybody's tired. Everybody's really tired, and I'm trying to make this decision if we should spend the night here or if we should crawl back out of this. Um, while I'm making my mind about that, I'm uncovering the blankets, and I see uh, like crates, boxes, trunks, and some of the trunks are locked up, like you can't open them, or maybe they sealed because of the moisture or something. I don't know. But there's gold. There's gold stuff. There's like these artifacts from Egypt. They seem like they're from Egypt. They're like like a, they're figurines. There's gold. There is like these like this how you call this? It's a staff. You call this a staff? Yes. It's the staff of Thor. I don't understand. That's what comes to mind. And there is I see there is scrolls, like the scrolls of papyrus. Papyrus. It's there's a lot of things here. A lot of things, and figures from like the area of Egypt. This is incredible. Like how is this possible? Why is this here? How did this get in here?
Is that what you expected to find? Is that what
No,
they told you?
no,
So the people that you here didn't tell you that it was Egyptian style
no,
artifacts?
no. I was thinking that I'm gonna get some Native American artifacts and maybe some gold. I was expecting gold because they said treasure, and the first thing came to mind was treasure. It's gold. It must be gold. And I see like dishes made of not only gold. There's different materials. And I'm looking through this, and I'm telling the people that there has to be another way to get into this cave, because the way we came in, it's impossible to bring such big items in.
Mm-hmm.
These items are big. This is like one trunk needs to have two people carry it to be able, and they cannot be crawling. They have to be able to lift this. So there has to be a way. So I made my mind. We're staying overnight, and we have to find this other way, because if we want to take this out of here, we have to have this other way.
Is there any light besides from the light that you have with you from the lamps?
No, no. we have the light. It's
Hmm.
our light.
Very
But
good.
but I can feel like a draft of air, and this cave is so big that we make the decision of having a small fire, and we want to see what's gonna happen. And we're making this fire. It's gonna be really small because we don't have much. We found some we found in the cave. We found old wood and some like like old wood. I don't know, like it's really old and kind of rotten. But that's what we're gonna use, and we're gonna use some little bit of the oil from the lamp to start the fire because it's. And we'll see, we'll observe where the smoke goes,
Hmm.
and that will give me an idea of which part to explore, which where to go. So we're doing that, and I see the smoke going up, and it's being sucked in, like it's going around this. There's a boulder, and it's going around it, and I'm starting to understand that this boulder has been placed there
Hmm.
artificially by somebody. That this boulder is that's the way.
In front of an
That's
exit.
yes, this is the way they brought everything in.
Hmm.
But this boulder is so big that I'm wondering how is this possible? How these people could do that? Because it's so heavy. They had to have some kind of lifts or something. I don't see anything. Oh, I'm fine. Yeah, they did have a crane. They had this primitive crane. I'm finding I'm finding some pulleys and a rope. Like it's rotten, it's old, but I found it, and this is how they did this. Yeah, they were using a system of pulleys and ropes, creating a crane, and that's what they did. That was humongous job. Wow, is this possible? So now I'm thinking that I'm gonna have to bring a bigger crew. Tomorrow I'll photograph more of all of this. We'll start some kind of inventory. We can't stay here too long because we don't have that much food, and somebody has to go out the same way we came in to tell the ones who stayed outside to bring more food and oil for the lamp. But if we only had the way to move this boulder, we would be able to access it through a doorway, normal doorway. I have to figure it out. We have to figure out how to unblock this. And I know that at the beginning it's gonna have to be done from inside because there's no way of telling where is the exit. There's no way of telling. I don't. I'm using. I'm having trouble using my compass here. My compass doesn't want to work. It's strange. I don't know. Maybe the magnetic field is different. I don't know. My compass is spinning. I can't really, because this way I could tell which way we were going, and I can't. I just can't tell. So yeah, we need supplies. We need. I'm starting right away on doing like a description of the situation in my journal.
Hmm.
I have to describe everything, so in case something happens on the way back, at least we have this knowledge written in the book, in my journal.
Very
Yeah,
good. Is there anything else that happens that night before you all go to sleep?
people are feeling weird. They're telling me that they don't feel good.
Hmm.
They
What about you? Do you also feel weird?
I feel I feel excited. I feel very
Mhm.
excited, and I feel excited. I feel excited, and the excitement is affecting my energy. I can't sleep.
Hmm.
I'm blown away. This never happened before. We are in America, and I'm finding these things, and who brought them here? Who brought this stuff here, and why, and how? This is a lot of heavy stuff. Yeah, yeah. I'm having one of my guys. He is educated. He also writes, and I'm having him uh, starting to take measurements of certain things and do descriptions in his journal and start cataloging. There will be a lot of cataloging, and this is so exciting. I am so excited about this. I just need to be smart and plan everything so carefully so nobody loses their energy for nothing. We have to conserve our energy, and we have to make sure that we get at least some of the smaller stuff out the way we came in. So we have evidence. We have to have evidence, because otherwise the society is not gonna help me financially to explore this more.
Hmm.
I have to bring evidence. So I'm doing as much writing down as possible and as many photos as I can do. And yeah, I decided we're staying overnight, and in the morning when everybody's a little bit more rested, I'm gonna make the other decision what to do.
Very good. See what happens. See what happens in the morning.
So we gather, and after eating, uh, I decided to stay with my assistant. His name is Alfredo, and I'm staying with Alfredo. We're gonna continue with what we got, and we're gonna continue inventory and writing, and then the other four are getting going back, and they have to go back and bring supplies. And we're leaving the rope. This is the rope is our guiding line to the outside, and they're gonna have to bring more. I need more light bulbs for my photos, and I need food, and we need. I don't know if this is a good decision. I don't know. Well, we'll continue. If they take too long, then we're gonna have to get out of here on our own. But yeah, this is the plan. We still have the oil. We still have the light. It's really cold. They're leaving us all the additional blankets and things they had for themselves, and we're just staying here and trying to warm up by movement. We don't have anything else to burn anymore, and I'm starting to think that it wasn't a good idea to stay. Maybe we should go out too and get out. And um, after the four guys crawl out of the cave back the way we came, I am debating, and we do some more work, and I decided after a couple hours that we should get out.
Very good. And
I don't
so,
know what
what
I
happens
kind of
next?
got like this fear just overwhelmed me, and I
Hmm.
decided that we have to leave. I don't know. I can't tell why I felt this way, but I'm looking at him. He's looking at me, and we're like, oh, "Yeah, we gotta go from here. We have to before the other guys start to crawl back in, because then we're not gonna be able to get out."
Very good. Did you take anything with you from those artifacts?
Yeah, we already sent those other guys with some stuff, and I'm taking uh, I'm taking couple of the not couple. I'm taking putting my journal, and I have this leather bag over my shoulder, which I'm putting my journal there. I'm putting my like the most important things, and I'm putting a couple of those papyrus rolled pieces of text. I'm just putting them in, and I'm gonna take that, and I also have to take the camera back, and that's it. I can't take any more because it's just I have to be very careful not to destroy the equipment, and not to smush the stuff in my bag. And Alfredo, he's taking some too. And of course, we're taking a little bit of the gold just to show, because I know that this will be very important to the institute to show them. So we're getting out. We're going. We're crawling through the. Thank God for this rope. Oh, yeah, it's and we crawled out. It's been really hard, but it's so nice to be outside. It's so nice to have the sun shining on your face. Now we need to
Wonderful.
rest, and we need to make a plan what to do. And I'm starting to think that it might be the little things we brought out. It's enough for us to. It's gonna be enough for us to prove that this treasure is there, and I should I should leave and go back to the institute, and have this organized a little better, because we are not prepared, and maybe we also will have to bring some heavy equipment here. So I don't know how that's gonna go. I am just blown away. How is this possible? How is
Amazing.
this possible?
Amazing. So, what happens next? How does this all roll out?
I
Moving ahead in time just a little bit and tell me.
I'm in the institute, and I'm sitting at a large table, and there is about there are other men sitting around, and there's about, I think it's a it's a group. It's about 15 people, and I'm presenting the photos. I'm telling them what I encounter, The artifacts are spread out on the table. They can look at them and touch them. I can tell that they're really interested in it, and I can tell that they're excited too. And I'm telling them about it, and I'm telling them about the boulder. I'm telling them about the fact that there is another entrance for a fact, and we have to find it. It's gonna be easier to this way. It will be easier. So we're trying to figure out how we're gonna do this. We do not wanna destroy too much of the cave in the process.
Does anyone come up with an idea?
Mm, yeah, they have. Somebody says that we should drag like this some tools through the small opening and start maybe chiseling or start kind of loosening up that boulder or something in the term to get a glimpse. Maybe there will be light shining through the other part, and it's gonna be easier to find a way out.
Is that what ends up happening? Let's go ahead in time and see.
Yeah, some of them want to use dynamite, but I say no. That we don't know the structure, and that might cave in, and then we will all be buried there. We can't do that, and the treasure will be buried. So we go and we drag those tools through. It's really heavy work, but we're doing it, and we're chiseling it out in order to loosen up this boulder and get to some kind of bigger opening. And it takes almost 5 days. It takes almost 5 days to do it, and but we did it. We got it, and indeed, there is on the other side of this boulder. There is another opening, another cave, and then that cave becomes like a lava tube.
Hmm.
It's like a perfectly round opening, and you can easily roll a cart. Like you can bring a donkey here. You can roll carts, and you can drag those heavy things. Yeah, and we starting to getting out the treasure. We have carts, and we have a lot of people is coming in. There's like 20 of us working at this moment, and loading everything on these carts and wheelbarrows, and we're dragging it out. We're dragging it out, and we have this thing set up where it's like a pulling, and we have this donkey walk around, and he's making the movement and pulling, helping us get the carts out.
And so, did this donkey come from the other side?
Yeah, the it turned out that this was the opening led to like a hidden valley,
Mm-hmm.
and like we found a way. We found a way. We had to circle, like come out of the canyon, circle, and get back into the canyon. And then we were going down to this place, but it was like I can't tell it is a road. It's not a road. It's like a path. It's, you can tell that it's been used before,
Mm-hmm.
and we can slowly but very carefully we can drag out the stuff on pulleys, and we were able to bring the donkeys on the path. They walk really nicely on it, and we were able to bring tools with that, and more ropes. And now we'll have to bring even maybe more donkeys and have them carry the stuff out of here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's we had to yeah, that's what we're doing, because we want to get as much stuff as possible out. And certain things, really big things, will have to remain. They will have to stay till we have the possibility of getting them out. But we're doing it, and I know that this all will go to the institute, and they're all going to be really excited about it.
What about this, the place, the other exit behind the boulder? What is that like? Is that also a
That's
tunnel?
that's the one where we can bring the carts through. This is yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it has the tunnel in the form of the lava tube,
Is it
and
also a long tunnel, or is it just something that you can
it's
see the exit easily?
it's long, but it's about 20 minutes of walking
Mm-hmm.
in it.
So no crawling.
So no crawling. You are upright, and you you can bring things in and out.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, even a donkey can walk in here. It's incredible. Never seen such a thing. How's this?
Amazing.
Amazingly being there. And I'm surprised that the natives didn't find us sooner. I'm really I'm actually surprised that they let us know about it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised, because we bring a lot of disruption to their way of living. And but I guess they wanted employment too. I don't know, that we're
Mm-hmm.
employing a lot of them. It's a big operation, but we're gonna get everything out and take it to the Smithsonian.
So, how much time would you say has passed since the moment that you found these artifacts and now that you've brought them out?
Oh, it's weeks of work,
Hmm.
almost a month.
And the
And
institute is in England or the
no,
US?
this is the Smithsonian.
Okay,
This is
very
in
good.
America, and they um I know that there will be I know that there will be some kind of interviews after, and we will be this will make us famous.
Hmm.
This will make us famous.
Very
I hope
good. What
this will
happens
bring me
next?
some money, and I can take a break. But it's not that I really want to take a break. I love this work. It's fascinating, and it takes me all over the world, and I am really happy about doing this work. And I want to bring as much information to the light as possible. So after we got all the stuff, we have to we have the donkeys carrying it up. We have to get out of the canyon. And once we get up, there are trucks, there are cars who with big wagons and stuff, and it's all going to be loaded up there and send it to the institute. So I'm supervising this process to the very end, and it's time to go back to the Washington, talk to them, talk to the people in power. Yeah, I'm very excited. This will make me rich and famous, like they say.
Mm-hmm.
This is amazing.
Very good. Tell me what happens next. Moving ahead to the next significant moment.
Upon arrival, I'm arriving in the train, and upon arrival, I'm greeted by um, there's some people here from the institute, and there's like a journalist, and uh, he uh, he says that he wants to write an article about this discovery. And I look all over at the people who came to greet me from this institute, and they are looking at me in this very strange way. But even though they're looking at me like that, I give a very short description to the journalist.
How was it that they were looking at you? What impression do you get from the way they look?
That they don't want me to be talking about it.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any idea why?
I don't know. Usually, when we find something, it's excitement, and they want to show this. But now the situation is turning weird.
Mm-hmm.
I'm being invited to the institute for a briefing, and they want me to turn in my journal and everything I have.
Mm-hmm.
This doesn't feel good.
And so do you give them your journal?
I'm kind of forced to.
How do they force you?
They almost trick me.
Mm.
They say that if I don't turn my discoveries in and share all of this knowledge, I'm not gonna be able to. They'll make sure that I will not do it on my own. And if I want this to be brought up to the daylight, I need to give them everything I have. And they're even threatening me with not being paid. I turn my papers in. I give them my journal. This
How do
doesn't
you
feel
feel
good.
about all of this?
I feel very stressed, and I can't understand why, because this never happened before.
Mm-hmm.
This never happened before. I've been on many expeditions, and I was never treated this way. I'm starting to regret that I even told them that it's there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do. And then I get sick on
Did you
top of
get sick
everything.
immediately after, around the same time?
Yeah,
Hmm. Do you visit a doctor? Does someone diagnose you with what might be wrong with you?
Um, Not yet. I I thought that was just a food poisoning or something, but it's not going away. So I will have to get a physician in.
Very good. Let me know how that goes. What are they telling you?
All of a sudden, I don't hear anything, and I don't see anything. Like I don't know, lost consciousness or something. I don't know.
So, at what point in time did you meet this woman that ended up stabbing you? Did you meet her before or after the discovery?
Yeah, I knew her. I knew her already,
Hmm.
and we already were becoming closer.
So, how long have you known her?
About a year.
About a year. Okay, very good. So, how did that relationship start? Did it have anything to do with the work you're doing, or is she someone from that you know from somewhere else?
How did it start? Mm, I see. I met her on a party in
Hmm.
the institute. Yeah, a party in the institute. She was there. She was introduced to me by one of these men in power.
Hmm.
I call them men in power, and I was impressed with her. Or she made me feel good.
So, looking back now on how you met, would you say that you get the impression that this was kind of organized that way?
Yeah,
Hmm. For what
yeah.
purpose, perhaps?
I don't know. Maybe they wanted to have a better access to my work. I don't know.
Hmm.
I didn't expect that she will come and try to murder me. I didn't expect any of that.
Hmm.
I thought I have a friend. I have a because I'm older. I'm not that young, and I thought it's gonna be a nice relationship. That she cares about me. That's what I
Hmm.
thought.
And so, how much time has passed now between you finding these artifacts and bringing them out, having the interviews, and then finally being stabbed like that?
Since I think it was I, it's between 6 months and a year. I can't tell
Hmm.
because the 6 months point comes to the fact that I started to have this. I started to understand that this discovery will not be shared with the public.
Hmm.
That's it. And
Very good.
yeah,
Let's go ahead now, moving ahead in time to that moment when you take your last breath and move out of your body. Moving ahead in time now Moving ahead now, going to the next significant moment, perhaps after your soul has left your body, to a point in time, a moment where you can start to now put all those pieces of the puzzle and understand why this had to happen to you, why this was preordained for you to die this way at the hand of this person.
So weird. I feel like I'm almost going deeper into a trance right now.
Very good.
And for some reason, I don't remember your question.
Very good. Going deeper and deeper so you can understand now. Start to understand why this happened to you, why you died that way, and why this was decided upon, why this had to happen, why you had to be killed by this person, what the lesson is.
Well, it's I hear that I was a loose link, and they wanted to silence me because they did not want to share this discovery with the rest of the population,
Mm-hmm.
and because that would disrupt the common belief. People would be asking too many questions,
Mm-hmm.
and yeah, yeah, I don't. They just they wanted me to prevent me from sharing the news. That was the main reason. And when I
Who
look at
wanted to
this,
prevent you? The
the
people from
people
the
in
institute?
charge, yes, in charge
Mm-hmm.
of the institute and the government, and they, I didn't understand that at the time, but they saw like the potential that this can cause a lot of disruption and questioning, and it's like about control of the population,
Mm-hmm.
and it has something to do with the church belief too.
Mm-hmm.
It's it's a big scam. It's a scam. They took all the stuff and they hid it. There's nothing from the stuff I found being displayed in the museum. There's
Very
nothing
good.
there.
Now, looking back on that lifetime, perhaps you can go all the way back to before that lifetime and see why it is that you had to go through some of these things and why you ended up being killed. What is the significance for your soul in being killed by a person that you trusted? Going all the way back, counting from 5 to 1. 5 going all the way back to when things were being prepared for that lifetime. 4 all the way back to when the agreements were made. 3 going back further and further in time. 2 before that lifetime. And 1 be there now and tell me what is going on.
I see fire. I see that I'm feeding the fire with pieces of wood, and
And where are you as you're feeling the
I'm
fire?
I'm I am. This is strange because I had this feeling of being outside, and then all of a sudden I'm inside with
Hmm.
the fireplace, and
What do you notice about yourself in this setting?
very little.
Very little.
Yeah, I'm a kid,
Hmm.
and I'm just sleeping there.
Hmm.
I don't want to be sleeping.
Hmm.
I'm a boy, and I have this little. You can see I have these pants with suspenders on,
Hmm.
and they're kind of navy blue. And I'm playing with the toys, and I like it. I like to play with the toys. I like it.
Very well. Is there anyone with you?
I see. I see that my grandparents are there. My grandmother is cooking,
Hmm.
and my grandfather is, I think, doing something in the garden.
Do you live with your grandparents?
Yes.
Very good. Is there anyone else that lives there?
Let me see. There's there's the grandparents, and I don't really see anybody. Nope.
And what do they call you?
Hmm. What's my name? What's my... I hear Fredo. I don't know.
Hmm.
Okay, Fredo.
Very good.
But I'm very young. I'm enjoying playing, and I'm playing by myself. And it's nice and warm.
Describe your surroundings.
I'm inside a house, and it has a wooden floor with carpet placed on top of it. And I'm sitting on the ground, playing with my toys. And nobody's there. Nobody's talking to me. I'm just by myself.
Very good. Let's close that scene and move along to the next significant scene in that lifetime. Going to count from three to one. Three, moving ahead now. Two to the next significant scene, and one. Where are you?
I don't know. I don't know. I'm nowhere.
You're nowhere. How come? What
I don't.
happened?
I don't know. I'm like, I don't see anything. It looks like a fog,
Hmm.
and I'm not really feeling the body either. I'm just hanging in that fog, like just literally hanging. I'm not standing. I'm just, maybe I'm an energy. I don't know.
Very good. Let's go back again to the moment when you were somewhere and see what happened for you to suddenly be nowhere. Going back now to see what happened. Three, two, one. Be there now.
I hear that I hear the message that I died,
Mm-hmm.
and but how? I'm trying to figure out how.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? Was I?
Would you like to go back to that seat?
Yeah. I want to know what happened.
Very good. Let's go back there. Going back to that moment when you died. Three, two, one. Be there now. How old are you and what is happening?
I'm like 4,
Mm-hmm.
and I hear typhoid fever,
Typhoid fever.
and I die.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So tell me what happened. Were you aware that you were dying?
No.
Mm-hmm. Go back to that moment, the last day of that life. Three, two, one. What is happening to your body? Where are you?
It's shaking and sweating,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm in the bed, and I'm like I'm incapable of thinking.
Mm-hmm.
I feel so consumed by this fever that I can't think. I can't really even drink any water or anything. I feel horrible.
What happens next? Does anything happen around you? Is there anyone with you?
Nobody's with me.
Nobody's with you. Very good. Do you experience any emotions here?
Fear.
Fear. Describe that fear.
It's very heavy and paralyzing,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what's happening. I don't know. But at the same time, I feel kind of at peace.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's really nothing I can do. My body is affected by this fever, and I can't do anything.
Very good. Let's move ahead to the last breath. Last breath you take before leaving your body. Three, two, one. Taking your last breath now. And tell me what happens.
I disattach from my body, but I feel like I'm in a fog.
Mm-hmm. So, what happens in this fog? What do you experience?
Experience little surge of energy, and this fog is starting to thin out,
Mm-hmm.
and I see I see the faces of the people who've passed away,
Mm-hmm.
my family,
Was there
and
anyone still alive when you died to take care of you?
my grandmother,
Mm-hmm.
and
And so you see these faces now of those people. Very good. Tell me what happens. Do you communicate with them?
no, they came to take me
Mm-hmm.
to like guide me to the light.
Very good. Moving ahead now. Going to the light. Tell me what happens there.
I see my mother and my father. They're, they're happy to see me. They're happy to see me.
And so what happens next? You get to stay in the light?
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
for now.
For now, very good. Allow that to happen now. And tell me what happens next.
We are. I'm being shown some visions and memories from that lifetime,
Mm-hmm.
and they're telling me that I don't know what they're saying. Something about being gentle, but I don't understand what being gentle. Who's supposed to be gentle? Like my parents are there, and this angel-looking person,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel that I'm just like a child, and I don't know what they're talking about.
Very good. Let's talk to that angel. Let's let the angel communicate for a moment. I'm going to count from three, two, one, three, two, one, switch. Hello there. Perhaps you can give us some insight, please.
This was a very short experience. The lesson was for the grandparents.
Mm-hmm.
Um, this is like it's also of experience for the soul to understand that not every life will be long,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes you participating in this planned events and to teach other people lessons,
Mm-hmm.
and the soul did really good with this.
And so, what was the lesson for those grandparents?
It's lesson of love and loss.
Mm-hmm. Lesson of love and loss. Very good. Switching back now to Fredo. Three, two, one. Did you understand what the angel was trying to explain?
Oh yeah, I hear that there was so for my my grandparents to experience this, and I was just a part of a play.
Mm-hmm. How do you feel about that now?
I feel okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Yes, I feel okay. I feel good, and now I'm starting to shed off this little child's body, like the
Mm-hmm.
etheric body,
Yes.
and I'm becoming my soul. I'm my soul now,
Very good.
mature soul.
And as your soul, of course, you're now remembering and gaining clarity and understanding, and you're able to see what lies ahead and to tell us what that next lifetime is going to be about, the lifetime of that man who went on an expedition, and why he's going to be killed that way. Give us some insight about those agreements that are made.
I hear there's a lot of lessons to be learned,
Mm-hmm.
And this is all experiences, not only for you, for your development, but also for the development of the other souls participating in the event.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about feeling and experiencing in the human body, and learning, because you learn faster this way. And also understanding that you might get stuck, and you have to work on unstucking yourself. You have to do this internal work to not to be stopped or blocked by that.